As the final season reaches its breaking point, the Dutton family is cornered on all sides. The relentless pressure from market equities, political enemies, and personal vendettas takes its toll. With each family member pushed to the edge, the setup, John Dutton Kevin Costner, now a shell of his former self, tries to hold onto what's left of the ranch, while his health deteriorates from stress and old wounds. Meanwhile, Beth Kelly Riley becomes increasingly unhinged, taking more extreme measures to protect her father's legacy, while Case Luke Grimes struggles with a dark vision of the future. Rip Kohlhauser is caught between loyalty and survival, but the tension is palpable. In a final attempt to secure control over the land, the Duttons initiate a desperate plan to strike first, knowing that they are outnumbered and running out of time. They make a deal with the underworld to hire mercenaries to wipe out their enemies. However, they have underestimated the depth of the conspiracy, and betrayal is lurking closer than they think. The bloodbath. As the Duttons prepare for the last fight, the true scale of the trap becomes clear. It's not just the market equities conglomerate, and the Beck brothers have been orchestrating the downfall of the Duttons with the help of insiders. A coordinated strike comes from all directions: mercenaries hired to kill the Duttons, agents working under the governor, and political rivals working together to take the land once and for all. John Dutton, fighting with what little strength he has left, goes down first. In a brutal scene, Hayes gunned down by a sniper while trying to make his way to the ranch's main house, his body crumpling on the familiar dirt he fought so hard to protect. His death is quick, but the weight of it is suffocating. Beth, enraged by the loss of her father, hunts down the mercenaries who carried out the hit. She goes on a ruthless rampage, cutting through enemies with a fiery vengeance. But in the end, it's too much. She's ambushed, shot in the back, and left to die slowly in the cold Montana wilderness. Her final words: a curse against the system that destroyed her family. Case's downfall. Case, always the soldier, decides to face his fate head-on. In a harrowing final act of defiance, he takes his son and wife and tries to escape the madness. But there's nowhere to run. His wife, Monica, is tragically caught in the crossfire, shot dead in front of him. Case, overwhelmed by grief, charges into the heart of the enemy's camp. Fighting with everything he has left, he takes down dozens, but it's clear his time has come. In a bloody standoff with the mercenaries, Case is fatally shot. His death is slow, agonizing, and deeply personal, as his last moments are spent in a battle he knows can't be won. Rip and the last stand. Rip, the loyal protector, tries to rally what's left of the rank's security. His love for Beth and his undying loyalty to the Duttons fuel his desire to fight until the very end. He and a handful of surviving ranch hands make a last stand at the ranch house, fighting off wave after wave of attackers. The house is set ablaze, and in the chaos, Rip is cornered. A mercenary shoots him in the chest at point-blank range. His death is one of brutal finality, but he dies with a grim sense of pride for all he did to protect the family. The final twist: in the aftermath, the ranch is decimated, and the bodies of the Dutton family are scattered across their land. The once mighty Yellowstone ranch is no longer theirs. It's a blood-soaked symbol of their lost legacy, overtaken by corporate interests and corrupt politicians. The last living member of the Dutton family is a broken, unrecognizable Case. Hayes barely alive, his body riddled with wounds, but somehow, he crawls to the remnants of the Yellowstone ranch. In a hauntingly quiet moment, Case looks out over the land, his expression a mix of regret and resolve. Before he dies in the rubble of his familyless empire, the camera lingers on him, fading to black as the haunting silence of the empty ranch echoes in the wind. The final shot is a chilling one: corporate bulldozers tearing through the land, preparing it for construction. The Dutton story is over, the land is no longer theirs, and the ghosts of their legacy are all that remain.